my full YouTube studio PC setup in 2025 and let's go. So, this is my desk setup. So, I think we should start with the PC, which is probably the most important part of the entire setup. I built this PC back in the day, around 2022 with my father, and I've been upgrading it a few times over the years. Raw specs, there's an AMD Ryzen 5 5600G inside. Don't worry, I'm gonna put all the specs down in the description below. I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I have a nice 4060 Ti with 16 gigabytes of VRAM. This should be enough to make some very good YouTube videos and edit them in a way you like them. When it comes to the monitor, it's quite a normal monitor, and it's quite a cheap one. It is an Iiyama, just a pretty standard monitor. It just gets the job done, not so much to talk about. Same goes with the keyboard. It's just a Logitech K120. I've made a video about this and it blew up like crazy. It has over 8,000 views at the moment, so thank you for the support. Pretty standard keyboard, I think about like 10 bucks or so, but it gets the job done. I was thinking of maybe buying a mechanical keyboard, but I came to the conclusion that I don't really need anything else. When it types, it types. Here's my mouse. Also just a very standard Logitech M185. Easy, gets the job done. It sometimes lags a bit. Maybe that's because of the operating system, I don't know. If this mouse does not work, I have an extra backup mouse here, which is an interesting mouse to look at. This is a gaming mouse I literally bought for about 7 bucks. It's not really that comfortable or so it serves as just yet another RGB. Talking about RGB though, I have a remote control here, which I can control the RGB lighting behind the monitor. For example, I can make it green, I can make it RGB. That little tube of light gives so much more life to my videos in the background, which is very nice. On top of the monitor, I have a monitor light bar. First, I thought this was kind of a niche product, like who will need this? But when I used it, I came to the conclusion this is so nice to use. It just lights up your entire workspace. Very thumbs up. This is a lava lamp, which takes kind of very long, like hours for it to actually work. It has to make a lot of heat for it to work. Another lighter on the camera itself, which is especially handy for filming at night. I'm using this in basically every video I make. RGB craziness, it has this really handy slot, for example for an external microphone or for maybe yet another light if you really need that. Going on to the speakers, this is just very standard Toshiba speakers, which make very nice sound though. I'm not complaining. And they are attached to this amplifier by Breezer Audio. Just also pretty standard volume and on and off. Usually I'm using this Nedis lav mic. Doesn't really sound the best, but it's the best I can do. Maybe I should invest in some sort of a boom mic here.
The main camera I use is the Sony ZV-1F, a compact camera especially made for vlogging. It is one of the cheaper cameras Sony sells, but the footage quality is just amazing enough for me. Records in HD up to 100 frames per second and 4K 25 frames per second. The lens, however, is totally fixed, not interchangeable nor extendable. This thing is so comfortable, it just fits in one hand, you can fit it inside your pocket while offering great video quality. Autofocus is sometimes not so great, footage can be a bit shocky even with stabilization, and it's quite expensive, around 500 euros.
The entire monitor is held on by this monitor stand, by the way, which is very nice because I can hide my keyboard under it. For some more stable footage, I'm mainly using this tripod. If you would like to know why smartphones are getting larger and larger, then click there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's take a look at my cable management, because I've got something to show you.
Bruh.